Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time zone you're watching this video in. It's your favorite entrepreneurs and power couple, Dr. Jerry and Mrs. Winter Bobo, affectionately known as Doc and Winter. And we are so excited that everything is well with you. We know that it is, and it's about to get even better. Now, we're not going to belabor the moment, but we just want to give you a little information about your presenters on today. Dr. Jerry and Winter Bobo, we've spent years motivating and inspiring audiences to get out of their comfort zone and get a front row seat in life. After we both were able to retire from our corporate America jobs in our 30s, we've now been seen as the go-to motivational speakers for different corporate and private events. People have often referred to us as phenomenons, and that makes us feel really, really special. Now, we are both multidisciplined professionals with a combined 15 years of counseling, consulting, and business ownership. And over the past 11 years, our network marketing incomes have superseded the seven-figure mark, and we've been able to help hundreds of thousands of individuals just like you go straight to the top. Now, that's the good stuff, right? That's the shiny stuff. That's the stuff that everybody likes to hear. But what people need to know is before all of these accolades, ladies and gentlemen, my wife and I had a very, very firm desire to be successful. We watched a ton of infomercials. We went to a ton of webinars, seminars, different workshops, because we had a hungry desire inside of us to literally be successful. And we'll be really honest with you guys. We saw a lot. We tried a lot. A lot of things did not work, up to and including us really becoming really, really skeptical about most things. Well, we found a company, guys, called My Econ. And My Econ is short for My Economy. I'll repeat that. My Econ is short for My Economy. And it's the personal financial success company. Guys, when we saw the name alone, our ears perked up. We began to smile and we said, I think we found it, because it was personal. See, all of that other stuff was about the guy and his Ferrari, the woman in her 10,000 square foot home, and you needed tens of thousands of dollars to get started with that type of stuff. And my wife and I were kind of like, look, if we had tens of thousands of dollars, we wouldn't need that program. And so when we found My Econ, ladies and gentlemen, we found out that the company was 13 years old, based out of Atlanta. It was a debt-free company expanding across the country at a rapid pace, and technology driven, ladies and gentlemen. Technology driven, meaning being able to use your phone, your tablet, your PC, or your computer and literally turn it into an ATM, guys. That was definitely music to my wife and I's ears. Guys, they've got time tested strategies. So that was very important to us, as I'm sure it is to you, because when you're sincere about changing your life, as we were and we are, we didn't want any type of experiment. We didn't want any hocus pocus type of stuff. And My Econ had been around for 13 years and helped its members cash flow over $400 million, ladies and gentlemen. And to us, that just really waved our flag, because that 400 million was not corporate salaries. That wasn't sales. That wasn't bonuses for the CEO or VP, ladies and gentlemen. That was people like you and me able to bring in over $400 million into our households. Well, what was the mission, and what is the mission of My Econ? It's very simple: to help people experience more personal financial success. We know you guys have got some lifestyle upgrades you'd love to have. You've got some dreams that you've yet to realize, and you've got some goals that you want to reach. And last but certainly not least, you want to retire. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that My Econ is literally helping people change their zip code, change their car keys, take dream vacations. They're opening up different businesses. They're getting out of debt, and they're retiring early, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, retiring early, because contrary to popular belief, retirement has nothing to do with age, only money. All right, now let's look at a tale of two countries. America is the wealthiest country in the world. America accounts for 25% of the world's wealth. We have 536 billionaires and 10 million millionaires right here in America. But 80% of Americans are struggling financially. 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their bank account. And only 4% of Americans attain financial success. That is absolutely mind-boggling, ladies and gentlemen, that only that small percentage of people attain financial success. So the question has to be asked, why are so many people struggling in America? One second, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are doing an awesome job. You're blowing this webinar up, and we only have a space for just a few people. And let's see here. One second. I got a slight delay. Thank you, guys. You're absolutely awesome. Okay, Winter, are we caught up or we still not moving? Okay, I think we got it caught up. One second here, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But that is not the right. Let's see here. Just a few more seconds, ladies and gentlemen. We definitely apologize here. Ladies and gentlemen, we definitely apologize. I am not sure why we are having this delay. We definitely appreciate you guys and your patience. Okay, one second here, my good friends. Technology is something else. It's beautiful when it works and not quite so beautiful when it doesn't. But we're going to figure this thing out here. All right, 1 second here. Okay, let's see that do it. That is so strange. Very, very interesting. All right, I think we are back in business now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. All right, 536 billionaires to 10 million millionaires. 80% of Americans are struggling financially. 69% of Americans have less than $1,000 in the bank. Only 4% of Americans attain financial success. So the question has to be asked, why are so many people struggling in the wealthiest country on the planet? Number one is taxes. We all know that taxes are going to keep going up and never away. In fact, most people try to solve their tax problem by working overtime, but they fail to realize that the more they make, the more the government is going to take without the correct strategies. And that's part of what my econ is going to give you. The next challenge that people face is inflation. We all know that's just simply the cost of goods and services rising at a faster pace than a person's income. If you look at this screen right now, guys, you know how much a gallon of gas is, especially if you do premium gas. Guys, the cost of higher education has quadrupled over the last 10 years. In fact, 85% of all college graduates from last year are unemployed this year. Have you ever went to the grocery store and tried to get some good name brand, wholesome, organic food for you and your family? And you discovered that if you go to Whole Foods, you'd spend your whole check, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely an atrocity what's going on. The third challenge that people are facing is debt. That's right. Debt. And I think it's the Smurfs, the Oompa Loompa. Somebody had a song that said, I owe. So off to work I go. And I think we all can relate to that, guys. You've had to go to work sick. You've had to go to work tired. You've had to go to work when you needed to be taking care of a loved one or spouse or your children. But because of debt, you had to get up and go to work anyway. And so what Mike Econ is going to do is show you how to get out of debt as expeditiously as possible. And that's going to increase the cash flow coming into your house and help you get rid of those 30-year, 40-year retirement ages that they're trying to make you believe should be around. Now, some people have credit challenges. I know I personally had some, guys. I'll show you guys a credit score report on me a little later, guys. But there was a time that my score was a 338, a 345, and a 362. I didn't even think that credit scores could go that low. But at one point in time, I did have credit scores that low. Now today, thanks to my econ and strategies, guys, my credit score is a 779, a 776, and a 777. So if your credit score starts with a 4, 5, or a 6, and in my case, a 3, guys, we have what's called a smart credit restoration kit here at MyEcon that's going to teach you how to repair your own credit, ladies and gentlemen. And once you learn how to repair your own credit, that's a skill set that no one will be able to take from you. And ladies and gentlemen, we all know that your credit is so important. It could stop you from getting a promotion. It could stop you from getting a job. It can cause you to pay higher interest rates. It can stop you from moving into that nice home, that nice apartment. There's just so many things a bad credit score hinders you with. The last challenge I want to talk about, guys, is just a lack of financial intelligence. See, people just haven't been taught that there's more to life. There's more to earning wages and getting income than being an employee, having a job with no leverage, or being self-employed, which you now own a job and you still don't have any leverage. See, 95% of the population, ladies and gentlemen, is an employee or self-employed, but they only get to share in 5% of the wealth. And so what Winter and I noticed that it didn't matter how dedicated we were. It didn't matter how hard we worked. We still had more month than money. But thanks to the techniques and strategies in MyEcon, they showed us how to take our jobs, ladies and gentlemen, redirect certain things that we were doing, and it allowed us to become business owners and investors. So fast forward a few years, we're now multi-millionaires, ladies and gentlemen, and helping other people do the same. So what's the solution? It's really simple. Our personal financial success system has 3 smart cash flow strategies. Number 1, we're going to show you how to income shift. We're going to show you how to produce some business income. And last but certainly not least, produce some passive income. So the income shifting strategy is really, really simple. We show you how to shift dollars from taxes and create a positive cash flow. And when you join MyEcon, we're going to show you how to legally, ethically, and morally cut your taxes in half. See, when you minimize your taxes, you increase cash flow. Now you can get out of debt. You don't have all those late fees, interest, and penalties consistently holding you back. Number 2, we're going to show you how to maximize your business deductions. Now, some people look at us a little strange and they go, wait a minute, Dr. Bobo, wait a minute, Winter. It's 3 people you don't play with: the I, the R, and the S. And we are in full agreement with you. Them 3 people you don't play with: the I, the R, and the S. But what we found so odd was that back in 2005, ladies and gentlemen, the IRS actually released this letter, and it gave some refund facts. It basically just told people that back in 2005, $215 billion went out the year before. More than 101 million taxpayers got refunds. That was about 80% of the people that filed. And the average refund was $2,126. But this is the pivotal question, ladies and gentlemen. Where does your refund come from? Think about that for 1 second and answer that question. Where does your refund come from? Well, the IRS answered it for us. It comes from your wallet or your purse when you tell your employer how much to withhold from your paycheck, or you make an estimated tax payment. For the average refund, that was about $40 a week too much. Now, you might be using the extra withholding as a forced savings method, but Uncle Sam doesn't pay interest on refunds, except in special circumstances. Putting the money in some type of savings account or paying down debts might be a better option. Think about that for 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Back in 2005, people were overpaying taxes, $40 a week, $160 a month, $1,600 a year. They were just flying out the window for no good reason. Here at MyEcon, we show you how to bring home those dollars because it's your money. It's your money and it wants to be free. But we can't free your money unless you allow us to free your mind. Now, people sometimes say, well, how does this thing work with having a business and taxes? And I'm not a tax professional and I'm not a tax preparer. Hey, listen, Winter and I weren't either. We definitely understand that. So here's the basic premise for you. The bottom line is this, that when you become a business owner, you have access to many more deductions than employees. So now money that you were already spending could become tax deductible. Well, what do we mean? Your car and truck, the government wants to give you roughly 55 cents a mile for every business mile you drive in your car. The average person drives 15,000 miles a year. Now, let's just say out of those 15,000 miles, 10,000 of those miles in the same car, the same truck, are determined to be business miles. Ladies and gentlemen, that alone is a $5,500 tax deduction. What about your cell phone? 99% of you are watching this on your cell phone, your iPhone, your tablet, your PC, your Mac. Those are communication devices. Remember earlier, I told you that My Econ is an online business. So that makes your communication devices, the data plans, and the bills tax deductible. Isn't that amazing? You're paying for it anyway. Travel. How many of you guys like to travel? I know my wife and I love to travel. Planes, trains, automobiles, cruise ships, and spaceships. Now, because we're business owners, and you're going to be one tonight as well, guys, your travel now becomes tax deductible because you're able to do business while traveling. Ladies and gentlemen, also when you're traveling at least 50 miles outside of your home, you're able to write off your meals and entertainment. So for those of you that follow Winter and I, when you see us walking on the bottom of the ocean and you see us at the NFL games or scuba diving, parasailing, skydiving, ladies and gentlemen, that's business for us. That's business and it's entertainment. So Uncle Sam foots the bill for us. Last but certainly not least, guys, if you have children, you're able to pay your children wages, right? That's totally different from an allowance. That's totally different from you saying, well, I'm supposed to do this. I'm mom, I'm dad. Absolutely not. When you have a home-based business, things that you're currently doing for your children become tax deductible, i.e. uniforms, clothes, hair fixes, haircuts, their allowances, their phones, their tablets, their PCs, their data, all of that stuff becomes a tax deduction up to $12,000 a year per child. Absolutely phenomenal. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we give you what's called the Cash Flow Strategist software. What that software will do is teach you how to get out of debt in the most expeditious time possible. And so let's just say in this income shifting strategy example that you partnered with My Econ, you got with Doc and Winter, we showed you how to adjust that W-4. And let's say that created an extra $600 a month coming into your household, same job, same hours, without your boss's permission, a $600 per month raise. And let's just say we determined that, hey, your cable bill was extremely too high. So you cut the cord, or you at least cut the cord in half. And that generated an extra $200 a month for you. So 600 plus 200, that's an extra $800 a month. And guys, we went through your bank statement, or we just helped you go through it, and you identify all of these different memberships and all of these different recurring debits that are coming out of your account that you meant to cancel months ago, even years ago, guys. And that equals up to another $200. Well, now you have an extra $1,000 a month to help eliminate your debt. So the computer says, let's take a look at your car. And in this example, you've got a $17,000 balance. Your current payment is $545. Well, you take the $1,000 from the income shifting strategy and apply that toward your car payment. So your new payment is $1,545. You're going to pay your car off, ladies and gentlemen, in 12 months instead of right at 3 years, guys. That's absolutely phenomenal. So now you've got a $1,545 worth of cash to go toward another bill. So let's look at your Visa. You got an $8,000 Visa. You've been making the minimum payment of $200. And guys, you know, you've been sending Visa $200 for 200 years, right? Because the minimum payment equals the minimum result. We all know that a majority of your minimum payment goes to what? Interest. Very little goes toward the principal, the actual $8,000 that you owe. So now we take the $1,000 from the income shifting strategy. We take the $545 that used to go to our car. We combine that with the $200 that we were going to send Visa anyway. That totals a $1,745 payment. Ladies and gentlemen, you pay off your $8,000 Visa in 5 months instead of 78. Is that absolutely phenomenal or what? Now you've got $1,745 available to get out of debt. And let's just say, for example, you had a $200,000 mortgage. Your current payment is $1,200. Well, you know it. You guessed it. We take the $1,000 from the income shifting strategy, the $545 that used to go to your car, the $200 that used to go to Visa. We add that to the $1,200 that you would pay on your mortgage anyway for a new payment of $2,945. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to pay your home off in 68 months versus 30 years. That is absolutely insanely good. Total debt you eliminated was $225,000, and you eliminated it in 7 years, and you saved yourself over $300,000 worth of interest. So, ladies and gentlemen, how did Doc and Winter become rich? How did they crack the code? You're looking at it. See, people try to down folks for having a job. They say job, J-O-B, is just outside the bank, just over broke, always just out of bed. Those people have no clue what they're talking about. As you can see on your screen, we literally showed you how to take your current job, current income, combine it with the strategies of our income shifting membership here at MyEcon, and you got out of debt, ladies and gentlemen, in 7 years. Here in MyEcon, we also show you how to invest. Now, we don't invest for you, but we show you how to invest. Now, some people would take the $600 that they got from income shifting and invest that. But Doc and Winter are very aggressive. You guys said that you want to be millionaires. So we're not going to take the $600 a month and invest it. We're going to take the $2,945 a month that used to go to your bills, which totaled $35,340 a year. We're going to invest that, ladies and gentlemen, with just an 8% rate of return. In 10 years, your money grows to $538,000. Within 15 years, you have over $1 million. Congratulations. Hip, hip, hooray. You did it. You are a 7-figure individual, and you didn't do any juices, any lotions, any potions, nothing strange from the bottom of the ocean. You took your current job, invested in yourself, joined MyEcon, applied the strategies, and lifted your family out of where you currently are to a better place. We're asking you not to let your hard-earned money, vacations, lifestyle, and your investments slip away. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be trapped. We're going to take you by the hand. Doc and Winter are going to mentor you. We're going to coach you. We're going to ensure your success. We're going to put you in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Now, I need about 5 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll get you off of this webinar because I know you guys are chomping at the bit. You're going, how do I join? How do I join? I'm in. I need to fix my credit. I'm ready for the raise on my job. I want to use that software. I want to learn how to invest. Guys, we got it. So I got to show you one more optional part. And the key word here, ladies and gentlemen, is optional. Okay. So the business income strategy in our world-class compensation plan here at MyEcon, guys, is optional. And it's not a solicitation to participate exclusively in the team building or recruiting program. In other words, if you like everything that I just showed you, and that makes sense to you, you could join MyEcon, ladies and gentlemen, and you don't have to do anything else but what I've already shown you. But if you'd like to accelerate, if you'd like to speed up the process on you getting out of debt and becoming a millionaire, then you want to do this second part as well. Now, any reference to potential income is not guaranteed, and any income earned will be a product of a business owner's effort and hard work. So Winter and I make 6 figures in MyEcon, but they don't give it to us because we're handsome and we're beautiful. They give it to us because of our effort and hard work and helping awesome people like yourselves. Very simple, guys. We've got a income shifting strategy. We've got a financial success membership that has a ton of value-packed products in it. You get it your own website. It's customized for you. It's built for you. You don't have to know any kind of programming. You don't have to know Pascal, HTML, none of that, ladies and gentlemen. It's done for you. And individuals can go to your website and get their identity protected. They can get our softwares. They can repair their own credit. They can book travel through you. They can take care of their health and nutrition for you. They can even shop online and get cash back, ladies and gentlemen. And they do this through your website. So they get a product, you get a profit. That makes complete sense. Now, let's take a look at this. Don't let society spin you like a top all year long. What do I mean by that? See, in January, guys, they're programming you that you got to go spend money on New Year's Day. You got to go spend that money. In February, you got to spend money on Valentine's Day. March, you got to spend it on spring break. April, you got to spend it on Easter. May, you got to spend money on Mother's Day. June, that's the only month y'all probably don't spend money. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, some of you guys love your dad. You spend a couple of dollars on socks and Brute, right? July, of course, we got to spend money on the 4th of July. August, back to school. September, they programmed us to spend money on Labor Day. October, they programmed us to spend money on Halloween. Guys, Thanksgiving in November, we got to have honey hams. We got to have all the fixings and the trimmings and even an outfit just to go eat Thanksgiving dinner. Last but certainly not least, guys, the world has been programmed that you got to spend money on Christmas. Well, see, all of these things are designed with you in mind to keep you broke. You've got to flip this thing on its head. You must have a business of your own if you're going to truly be successful. So if you'll just share this program with just a handful of people, and Doc and Winter are going to help you do that. Again, guys, we're going to coach you. We're going to mentor you. We're going to take you by the hand. We're going to help ensure your success. Guys, the compensation plan here is so phenomenal. If you just help one person join, my econ would put $10 in your bank account for that one person. If you help a second person join, my econ's going to give you another $10. Now, you may be looking at this and going, that's 20 bucks. That's not a whole lot of money. Well, you're absolutely wrong. That's a ton of money. For many of you, it'll be the first $20 that you've ever made without having to punch a clock. See, you're starting a brand new process in your life. Well, when you get these two people on board, you're promoted as an EVP, and that stands for Executive Vice President, and you're going to get this beautiful pen. Doc and Winter are going to make sure you get that. If we got to hand deliver it, mail it, put it in a bottle, we're going to make sure you get your recognition. Now, when you go on and you put a third person in, okay, this opens up what's called your base shop, right? And you're going to make $35, guys. That's crazy, right? You went from $10 for this lady, $10 for this man, to $35 for your third person. And there's no limit to how many people you can put inside of my econ. And it doesn't matter where you live, because my econ is an online business. So we're going to help you grow your business all over the United States using technology. Now, these two people are over here working with your mentor, right? Because the mentor knows a little bit more than you. And while the mentor is helping get these two people up to speed, you're going to match their checks by 50%, man. That's absolutely phenomenal. Now, let's work on this third person who you made 35 bucks for. Well, we want to help her get promoted, right? So she goes out and get her two people just like you did. And just like you, she's going to make $10 for this person. She's going to make $10 for that person. But because these two and her are on your team and in your base shop, you make $25 for that person. You make another $25 for that person. Absolutely phenomenal. And so the saga continues. These two are following the plan. They're following the system. They want to get promoted. They go out and get at least two people, right? She gets her two. This gentleman gets his two. All right. So my econ's going to cut a check. She's going to get $10 for him. She's going to get $10 for her. He's going to get $10 for her. He's going to get $10 for him. But remember, all of these people are on your team and in your base shop, whether you know them or not. So my econ is going to cut you checks as well. You get another 25 bucks. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, this thing will grow exponentially and grow out of control and equal up to hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially in your pocket for simply sharing this information with a handful of people. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give you our passive income strategy, and passive income is generated by you having assets, okay? And we're going to teach you about stocks, teach you about bonds, teach you about real estate, because everyone needs passive income. You don't want to work 8 till faint, okay? You eventually want to transition from your job. So remember, Doc and Winter started with a job. Jobs are a good place to start. They just aren't a great place to finish. And my econ is going to help you with that. We empower our associates to build passive income. So the question has to be asked, right? How do I get started, Doc? I was ready to get started with the do-it-yourself credit repair. Somebody else says I was ready to get started with giving myself a raise on my job without my boss's permission, and you piled on all that extra stuff. I'm chomping at the bit. I'm ready to get in the game. How do I get started? Very simply, guys. You look at your cost, your risk, and your benefit. The entire training system, the income shifting techniques, the software, and turnkey business opportunity has sold for as much as $399, ladies and gentlemen. But if you act right now, right here, right now, click the button below to get started, right now. Don't think about it. Don't meditate. Don't run this by anybody. We're going to get you in the game for $47.90, man. It's almost embarrassing to say that, but we're going to get all of this to you for under 50 bucks. Okay. 30 days later, we'll bill you $34.95 as a monthly licensing fee. Well, what does that $34.95 take care of? It takes care of advertising. It takes care of legal. It takes care of accounting, payable, receivable, your products, your website. Too many benefits to name, guys, for $1.19 a day. And if you'll allow me to add insult to injury, you're going to be able to write the $47.90 one-time payment off on your taxes, and you're going to write the $34.95 a month off on your taxes. So in essence, Uncle Sam is footing the bill. So guys, don't hesitate. Don't delay. You've got to change the game, and you've got to change it now. My wife and I did it. You can do it. And we want to make sure that you leave a legacy for you, your family, and anybody else that you want to touch with the magnificent opportunity found here in my econ. Thank you guys so much. Remember, act now. Don't delay. Don't wait. Click the join button now, and let's get you started.